Hey guys, welcome to Candle Coven. My name is Taylor, and today I'm going over the Scooby-Doo collection from Goose Creek, just doing some quick warm reviews. I haven't burnt any of these, which is a compliment to them. So I usually burn candles that I like less, just to get them out of my collection. Not specifically to get them out, but just use them and lose them, if you will. That's something that I don't feel like I need to keep around forever. I'm not a candle hoarder, but if something is really, really enjoyable to me and I want to make it last and I want to keep it around for a year or so, I will warm them. And it really is just very budget friendly to keep a candle around for way longer and be able to use it way more times. And instead of having like 30 hours of usage, you get like, I don't know, 100 or more of usage. Never really counted, but it's worked very well for me, and this collection I feel is good enough to keep around, at least a few of them. I might start lighting some of them soon, but yeah, I just wanted to get out my thoughts on them now, because I've used them quite a bit on the warmer. And the first one is Haunted House Mysteries. I really like all of these labels. I think they did a phenomenal job. Really love the color palette of everything. Bright blue wax, aged cedarwood, bright bergamot, black tea leaves, and earthy moss. So this does smell like dusty furniture. It does smell like dusty wood. And then I get that same moss note that's in Twilight Graveyard. Yeah, I get the same thing in here, just slightly. Like there's moss or vines starting to grow on the walls. I think I would just like this a little bit more rank. It's not as funky as I would like. It's definitely on like the prettier soft side, and I like when fragrances are a little bit yucky. Like I like when it's becoming a little grotesque. I don't know. It's definitely on the soft side. And there's something about it. I feel like it's really common in their earthy fragrances. I will catch similar notes in a lot of them. And again, I'm reminded of like Santal 33 from this. More than anything, I think. This does remind me of that a lot. And I feel the same way about that fragrance. That fragrance smells kind of like dusty cedarwood, dusty sandalwood to me. That's kind of what I get. So it makes sense. And I feel like it evokes like dusty shelving and stuff like that pretty well. And a bit of moss. I just feel like there should be like a musky note, a dirty note, something making a bit rotten, honestly. This is like something that just, like, people just left. Like, it's not inhabited anymore, but it hasn't sat for long, and it's maybe not quite haunted yet, is what I get from it. But it's nice. I do like this. But it's not my top of these. And as far as the tea goes, yeah, I feel like I could get the essence of that. I don't think like straight up tea when I smell this, but it has like an herbaceousness to it, so I can see what they're saying here. But yeah, it's definitely on the softer, more gentle side, and the throw was on the more gentle side. It wasn't, like, I wouldn't say it was low, but I think for Goose Creek standards it was low because they're usually really quite strong most of the time, at least for me, but this was a bit more gentle. I could smell it. It just wasn't like blowing the house up, but you know, you don't need every fragrance to do that. It was perfectly sufficient. So yeah, it's a good candle. I recommend this for anyone that wants a heavily woody fragrance and maybe a more gentle take on a spooky scent. And the next one is Parlor Shadows. of the label again. This one is this really cool, never seen this color in wax, this tealish color. And this one is Black Plum, Dark Amber, and Sweet Musk. I've been using this one all day. Was still trying to get a read on this one. To me, it's straight up like sparkling grape juice. It smells so much like that. Like, I don't know if it's Welch's or what brand that makes, you know, like the wine bottle for kids. We would have that for New Year's or Christmas. And it smells so much like that. It's just like a little bit darker. Like, yeah, like maybe plum is added, like a darker fruit. And there's just something there that makes it smell a little less edible, like a musk or amber. But I can't say I get a lot of musk or amber or something perfumey or deep like that. It is more of a fruit fragrance, but definitely like a deeper, darker, more sultry one. Yeah, there is a hint of musk here. I really like it. I don't like fruit forward scents, but I really like this a lot. I'm surprised how much I like it. And this one has performed well. I don't think it's as strong as I thought it would be, because it's really, really strong on cold. It's extremely strong. But on the warmer, it was medium, I'd say. It wasn't blowing the house down, but it certainly was not light either. Yeah, definitely a medium. And the next one is Courtyard Curse. If there's anything I recommend from this collection, it would be this one. Unless you have Stormy Day Snuggle, which it is extremely similar to, if not a repackage. So yeah, Virgil from South of Sanity reminded me, man, when I smelled this, I didn't actually review these for a few days because I was trying to figure it out. I could not figure out what this smelled just like. And I was digging through my closet and I didn't see my Stormy Day Snuggle. It was buried down. So yeah, he said that and then I went and found it, and yes. There's like, I just don't know if it's in my head. There's like the tiniest difference and I don't know. It's so minimal that it doesn't matter. Like, if you have this, and especially if you don't love it, then yeah, don't worry about it. But if you really love it, it seems like it's heavier to me. I don't know if that's in my head, but it just seems heavier. It seems darker. It seems more thick. But anyway, the notes are Haunted Woods, Black Rose, Soft Patchouli, and Bound Leather. The notes for this are Stormy Rain, Damp Foliage, Soft Oud, and Cozy Musk. Yeah, it's like both of these notes. When I smelled this, I think a lot of us said that this should be a Halloween fragrance. A lot of us said that. And damn right, this doesn't smell like rain at all to me. When I first smelled it, I was like, holy crap. I loved it, and I thought that it reminded me of like a spooky house. So yeah, bang on. But this is a Courtyard, which I get that a little bit less. But it's kind of a blend of both. It has a misty, it has a damp mildew quality, I think is what I would say best represents it to my nose. Because it's so rank, it does genuinely have like this funky, rank, acrid quality. And it's a good thing. But, I mean, it's almost like something is souring, like a dead rose is souring and going bad. That's what it is to me. And yeah, that's damp foliage. So yeah, that's like dead leaves and stuff. So it kind of makes sense. Both of the notes make sense. Definitely oud. I definitely get oud in here. It's just a very like heavy, gothic, haunted house, spooky castle, whatever you want to call it, or haunted courtyard. It's just awesome. I know, I love this. I love it, love it, love it. To the point where I wish I could have another, but I guess I have Stormy Day Snuggle, so I don't really need to, but I I just really adore this. And the throw is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I haven't even used Stormy Day yet, I don't think. I was in the middle of moving when I bought it, and it was a really like rough move that took months to do, so I wasn't even able to use most of my stuff that was coming in. But this was unbelievable how strong this was. I could smell it within like 30 seconds of it being on. It can travel through doors. It can travel while you're showering across the house and you're using soap and all this stuff. You can still smell it. It's just, it's so heavy. I'm glad that it is because it smells really strong on cold, and it delivered that. It just gave me such good vibes. It just gave me like spooky, awesome vibes, and it was raining the whole day that I was using it, and it's a perfect rainy day candle. So, Stormy Day Snuggle. It doesn't necessarily smell like a rain fragrance, like literal rain, but it does definitely give you like an awesome rainy day experience. Yes, I love it. And the next one is Dining Hall Terrors. Scooby and Shaggy, of course, fat asses. And notes are warm sugar cookie, vanilla icing, and Scooby sprinkles. Blue wax. And I surprisingly love this one a lot too. I was concerned this would be a repackage of buttercream sprinkles because I feel like every time I get a vanilla bakery scent, it ends up being that. But this one is different. It's not like overwhelmingly different, but this just smells like straight up frosting to me. And that one smells like cake. And it almost leans like cheesecakey because it has like the sour lactonic thing about it to my nose that I always get from it that I love. But this doesn't have sourness at all. It just literally smells like opening up a plastic tray of cupcakes. Like, it's so frosting, it's so thick and sweet, but so good. Yeah, this is the best vanilla bakery I've smelled maybe ever. I don't know. I really love buttercream sprinkles too, but this, I don't know, it's just so like heavy, and it's just such a thick icing smell. And like the fact that they can throw like how they do is crazy, because this was another powerhouse. It was so strong. And I mean, vanilla bakery scents notoriously don't throw well. It's just kind of hard to do. To get vanilla to throw is difficult. And the fact that this can throw at the capacity it does, being like a 10, for sure a 10. It was so strong, so present. You don't go nose blind to it. It is just there with you. Stays with you forever. Stays on your clothes. You'll take it to the grave. I mean, it's just, it was really strong and awesome. And for it being a vanilla cake fragrance, it's just, I mean, it's vanilla cookie, but I don't really get the presence of a cookie, to be honest. I don't get like a crispy, buttery quality. I get frosting. It's just a very distinct smell. And it's that to me, and it's awesome. It could be similar to like Loft House cookies, kind of, because they're heavily frosted, but yeah, you know, similar vibes. Scooby-Doo, Library Secrets. I think this one ended up being my least favorite, and I'm surprised by that. Bright green wax. Notes are aged paper, vintage leather book, and warm spices. I don't dislike this at all. It's just, I just wish the spices weren't here. And maybe during another time of the year I'll like it more. It's not that spicy. It's not that heavy. It's just that it's competing with that aged smell. And I get a bit of something that smells like old paper and old, like, dusty furniture. It's just, spice is such an overwhelming thing, even when it's done lightly, that I feel like it's taking over that, and I wish I could get more of the aged paper. it's a shame because, yeah, behind it, what I can smell smells really nice and actually authentic to me. And almost more authentic than the handbook one. I mean, haunted spellbook. I always want to call it handbook for the recently deceased. This one has this sourness to it. And I feel like it leans a little pretty. Yeah, I don't know. It gives me library too. Just, there's something here that really does evoke like aged paper, and that's awesome, but the spice is just pulling a little too hard, and it's not actually too bad on cold, but when I warmed it, yeah, it just kind of smelled like potpourri. I wasn't even getting the library at all, which made me sad. And it's not that it's bad. It's not a bad candle. It's not a bad spice candle. I like spices. I just feel like this time of year, I'm getting so many like potpourri, apple cidery type of things that it was like, okay, yeah. If that had been a little bit lighter. It also kind of gives me like absinthe and a library, but I wish I could have like a hint of licorice or something to make that come together. Yeah, I get it. It's cozy. That's a really cozy vibe. A library with some potpourri or cider. That's awesome. I don't know. I just wish it was slightly less spicy. And the throw was medium to low. That and the haunted house were the ones that were on the lower side for me. And again, they were not low throwing candles, just low for like usual experience with Goose Creek, I would say. At least from what I tend to buy from them, they tend to usually be pretty strong. So those were, yeah, veering towards low, not unscented, not something I would be like worried about spending $12.50 on that. I think that's perfectly sufficient. And the last one is Graveyard Whispers. Very beautiful label. Dark blue wax. And this is green grass, graveyard soil, and wet moss. And I love this so much. It's hard to pick between this and Courtyard Curse because, man, I love this. Like, I will say that it kind of just comes off as dirt and grass, just simply. Like, I don't get that dark backdrop to it, like turning it into particularly a graveyard scent or nighttime scent. So I feel like had they have added a hint of patchouli or something, maybe it would have made it more like a graveyard. But it's sufficient as a graveyard scent still. But I think that this just really smells like a garden so much that I can see this as like a daytime garden scent too. It's just so beautiful though. I love this, and when I had it on, I was just, I really enjoyed using this so much. That's what, like, I was gonna burn all these, but then the first few I used were ones that I really liked, and I was like, I don't want to remove this from my collection yet, and I would buy a backup, but I can't afford it. Oh my god. I just love this. It's so perfectly balanced with dirt and grass. It's so good. And yeah, I think I like it more than Twilight Graveyard, which there's something about the moss note in here. There's something in it that pulls as like eucalyptus or mint or something to me that makes it slightly less enjoyable, but it's still great. But yeah, I think this technically is a little more graveyardy, but this I just think is it's so good. I just love this. I don't know what the heck it is. I feel like it smells rainy too. There's a scent from Rose Girls called Garden Mama that is like straight up identical to this, and that is like a rain, dirt, and grass scent. And I don't know. I mean, it just smells so wet. I love this so much. And good Lord, I was burning incense when I was using it too. And it made the best experience. Like, I was vibing so hard. It was just such a good night. That feeling of smelling this and burning incense with it, and that smoke coming in, which is what I'm saying, like, had they have added some patchouli or smoke or something to kind of make it more dark, that would have been awesome. Because when I did that, it was next level, and I felt like I was at like some burial ritual, and it was just amazing. But yeah, this was a powerhouse too. This was great. Fantastic throw as well. I don't know if it was quite hitting like Courtyard and Dining Hall, but it was just under. Like, it was very strong and very amazing, and just, yeah, like, I want 10 of these, honestly. I love it. So, yes. I think it was a really successful collection. I don't dislike any of these. I think that the Parlor is just really pretty. It doesn't remind me of Halloween, really. I think technically making a Halloween scent, they could have did something a little different. Again, maybe adding some smoke would have been nice. But yeah, it's very much like sparkling juice to me, and it's delightful. And I just feel like Haunted House, again, I feel like maybe that could have been darker. But it's a very pretty fragrance, but maybe like a little bit too pretty. And the Dining Hall, I wish that would have had something making it like a Scooby snack, which is supposed to be like caramel flavored. So adding something like caramel or some spice, something else, even though that's pretty generic too. Maybe adding something to it, but it smells so good as is that I don't know. I really enjoyed everything. I think this was really successful, and I'm excited to see what they have next for Halloween next year, of course. I don't think anything else is coming out now, and I kind of hope not, because I'm ready to put my pocketbook away, I hope. So, thank you guys for watching. I would love to hear your opinions on your ranking of these, and what the throw was like for you, what the scent appeal was like for you. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Blessed be.